The night does not exist here, not in the way we know it. Darkness falls across the savanna, but for these beings, Australopithecus, there is no surrender to sleep, no fragile pause between one danger and the next. Their eyes glow faintly in the firelight, unblinking, restless, always moving. A band of them crouches, low, bodies lean with hunger, the air heavy with the smell of storm. The tall grass bends under violent gusts as lightning streaks across the horizon. They do not close their eyes, for they never need to. In this world, sleep is not a weakness because it does not exist. Their fate is to endure every hour, every night, every storm awake. They advance torches clutched in stone-calloused hands, their bodies shaking with both fatigue and unnatural endurance. A river roars ahead swollen with rain, but they do not stop. They do not rest because they do not know what it means to collapse. Without sleep, survival is a continuous struggle, an unbroken thread where danger and hunger never pause. And here, on the endless plains of Africa, 8.1 million years ago, humanity is being forged in fire, lightning, and endless wakefulness. The storm breaks with violent force, pelting rain slicing through their skin like shards. The Australopithecus press forward their feet, sinking into the mud, carrying bundles of roots and herbs gathered earlier. They know predators stalk the dark edges of the savanna. Normally, sleep would have betrayed them, but tonight they will not close their eyes. Every ear remains sharp, every stone weapon ready. When the thunder crashes, one male lifts his face to the sky. Eyes wide, no weariness weighing them down, only raw vigilance. The herd of antelope nearby stirs their hooves thrashing mud, and for the Australopithecus, this is opportunity. They surge together, a coordinated drive, waving torches, slamming stones, pushing the herd into the river's edge. Their bodies tremble with exertion, but not with exhaustion. For them, the hunt can last all night. The kill is desperate, clumsy, but they do not falter, for without sleep, their muscles push further, their minds sharpen under relentless necessity. But the savanna is never empty of rivals. As they drag the carcass toward higher ground, a pair of saber-toothed cats emerges from the shadows drawn by the blood. The clash is immediate, primal and merciless. One Australopithecus raises his stone, slamming it against the earth to drive the beasts back, while others form a half-circle torches blazing against the downpour. The cats hiss, muscles rippling, teeth flashing like blades. Yet the band does not break. They do not retreat to sleep away their terror. Their wakeful bodies hold the line through the storm, through the hunger, through the impossible night. One lunges torches thrust forward, flames hiss against wet fur. The predator withdraws, snarling, circling. The band advances, eyes burning not with rest, but with an eternal, unyielding awareness. Tonight, they will not sleep. Tonight, survival belongs to the ones who never close their eyes. The storm weakens, but does not end. The savanna lies soaked, every blade of grass glittering with water, every footprint sinking deep into the soft mud. The Australopithecus drag the antelope carcass toward the mouth of a shallow cave, a dark opening carved into stone where smoke stains hint at past fires. Their arms burn, their muscles scream, yet still they do not collapse, for collapse is unknown to them. Where sleep would have claimed other beings, these creatures push forward into the endless rhythm of survival. Inside the cave, firelight flickers as dry bark and resin catch flame, the smoke curling upward into the jagged rock ceiling. The band gathers in a circle, tearing strips of raw meat, with stone flakes sharpened against the river's edge. Their jaws gnash, and their eyes gleam, not weary, but feral, bound together by hunger and the strange endurance of never resting. The warmth of fire protects them from the chill, but its light exposes them, and predators still stalk the savanna night. One figure stands at the cave's mouth torch, raised high, scanning the grasslands. His body sways not from fatigue, but from the tension of constant vigilance. He does not sleep. He never has. He never will. Yet with this gift comes danger, for their minds never drift into dreams. There is no release, no healing silence of unconsciousness. Their eyes remain wide, even as dawn pushes the storm away, the sun bleeding red and gold across the sky. The endless wakefulness sharpens instincts, but frays emotions conflict, simmers within the band. Two males square off, snarling, each clutching a stone in hand. The prize is the choicest meat, and without the calm of sleep, their aggression never softens. They lunge, stones clashing the crack, echoing off cave walls. Sparks fly from flint as though lightning itself has invaded their shelter. Others leap between them, torches raised, cries of fury and warning tearing the morning silence. For a moment, the band trembles on the edge of fracture, as though sleeplessness has sharpened their unity into something brittle and dangerous. But survival demands cohesion. One female lifts a bundle of herbs, pounding leaves into paste on a flat stone, her hands quick and sure. The sharp smell fills the cave, calming the air, drawing eyes from conflict to healing. She smears the mixture onto a wounded arm, its sting biting deeper than claws, and the tension eases. The rivals lower their stones, panting, glaring, but the moment of chaos passes. Their unity, fragile but unbroken, survives another dawn. Outside, the savanna awakens. Herds scatter across wet grass, predators stalk in silence, and the air buzzes with insects rising from puddles. The Australopithecus emerge from the cave, their eyes fierce and unblinking. They know no fatigue, no retreat into dreams. Instead, they carry the burden of endless vigilance, a life where survival is an unbroken chain and conflict never sleeps. Yet they endure, bound by fire, blood, and the unrelenting awareness of a world that tests them at every moment. The midday sun scorches the earth, drying the soaked savanna into cracked clay and shimmering heat waves. The Australopithecus move without hesitation, eyes narrowed against the glare, each step precise, deliberate. Their bodies are not invincible. They ache, they bleed, but they are driven by something different. A will unbroken by sleep, by dreams, by the surrender of consciousness. In this world, no moment is wasted. No hour is lost. Every heartbeat counts. They move as one, heading toward a distant grove of fig trees, lured by the promise of sweet fruit and brief shelter. But halfway there, the winds shift. The birds vanish. The ground vibrates. Another tribe appears, leaner, hungrier, their faces painted with ash and mud tools gripped tightly in calloused hands. They are not strangers. They are rivals. For both bands, the same resource means survival, and neither will turn back. The confrontation is silent. No war cries, no roars, only the sound of the wind weaving through spears and stone axes. Two sleepless worlds stare into each other, eyes cold and calculating. The standoff hangs like a blade in the air. Then the first stone flies. Chaos erupts. The battle is primal, flesh against stone, bone against bark. The sky watches impassive. One figure falls, his face bloodied, and the earth drinks the silence that follows. It is not death, but injury, and the wounded are dragged back behind the line. The grove is too valuable to lose. But something shifts in that moment. A cry sharp piercing rises not in fear, but in memory. A young one hidden behind tall reeds imitates the call of a predator. The other band falters, confusion rippling through them. The Australopithecus seize the moment not to kill, but to surround. They use fire, not as a weapon, but as a signal. Flames leap into the air, smoke curls, and the rival band sees the futility. Slowly, without surrender, but with understanding, they retreat. There is no victor, no bloodbath, only a fragile peace forged in heat and survival. As the sun sets, the victorious band settles in the grove. Fruit is shared, water is brought in leaves folded like bowls. The injured are tended to with roots and crushed herbs, faces wiped clean with wet moss. The young one who cried like a beast is lifted high, not punished, but praised. For in this endless waking life, wisdom is often born from unpredictability. Night falls again, but no one sleeps. They sit around the fire watching embers rise into the star-strewn sky. The world is still dangerous, still raw. But for now, they have endured. They have hunted, fought, healed, and survived without sleep. They are a different kind of human one, forged in eternal awareness. And as they huddle together beneath the fig trees, eyes reflecting flame, a strange sound breaks through laughter. No words, no language, just the release of tension, the triumph of life, the myth of those who never close their eyes.